Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to pay very close attention to what this gentleman is about to say and explain to me what the gentleman is trying to say in a very simple term, like you do to a class 1 pupil.
Mimi nikiwa ndani ya Kericho County, Kipkelion East Chepseon, ninaomba wa Kenya msamaha kwa mimi kuwalaghai kuwa mpigie William Ruto kura awe president wa nchi. Nilifikiria angebadilisha uchumi. Badala ya kubadilisha uchumi ni kupandisha kuenda juu. Wa Kenya ninaomba msamaha na pia ninaomba Mwenyezi Mungu unisamee kwa mimi kulaghai wa Kenya.
The gentleman right there is not a Luo. He is not a Kamba. The gentleman is not a Luya. He is not someone from the coastal region. The gentleman is a Kalenjin. Tell me what he's trying to say. The gentleman there voted for William Ruto 100% in the hope that William Ruto was going to change his life. He's now bitter. Now, again, pay very close attention to what this gentleman here, a group of gentlemen, are trying to say in this particular clip.
Tunaambia Ruto, lasi hivyo, kumbe tungeenda opposition je uchue. Maneno ulisema chusi utakata mahindi ikuwa 150, na hiyo mahindi hatuoni. Hata kama ni GMO ungeleta tukule, tuone hata tukukufa tukufe. Kwa sababu tumekaa Kenya ya tumekaa na shida sana. Tuko na watoto nyumbani, sijui watoto watakuwa nini, watakuwa watima ama watakuwa wizi.
Unasikia sasa wanataka ku raise taxes ya VAT. Saa hii wanataka kukata mishahara ya watu wananunua mortgage. Saa zingine wanasema sijui wanataka kupeleka kwa NSSF. Sasa sisi tutapona wapi? Sasa hii maneno yenye wanasema bottom up ni gani? Sasa uchumi imeenda juu. Kila kitu tunasikia uchungu sana hapa. Na tunasema tuko na mtu yetu ambaye anaongoza. Kumbe ilikuwa namna hii. Ukituambia ya kwamba vitu zenye itasomwa budget hivi karibuni itaenda juu. Itaenda juu alafu tutanunua vitu na nini? Saa hii kulipa school fees ni tabu. Kununua sukari ni tabu. Kununua kila kitu ni tabu. Saa hii hakuna mahindi Kenya na hakuna ajira. Hakuna hata vile wanasema ati mahindi imekuja Kenya hakuna. Sasa tunataka uchumi ikuje chini mahali penye tulikuwa. Afadhali hata wakati ule tulikuwa mahali penye ilikuwa ukaweza kununua chakula. Lakini saa hii huwezi. Hii watu wanalala njaa. Na ni sababu ya pesa yenye hakuna. Na mimi nafikiria sasa hapo ndio uchumi imeenda juu zaidi. Ukiona wakulima hawana pesa, wafanya biashara hawana pesa, sasa unataka kuniambia hii uchumi iko kweli mzuri? Hii uchumi iko mbovu. Tunataka uchumi ikuje chini kwa wananchi ili tuende nao pamoja. Wasituambie maneno mengine. Sasa sitaumia na sitakaa, lazima wajue ya kwamba hata mimi niko na njaa. Na nikiwa na njaa usiniambie nyamaza ati kwa sababu ni mtu wenu. Hapana, tunasema ya kwamba tunataka sisi tuendelee mbele. Na kama hii ndio maneno yenye wanasema ni mtu yetu, hapana, sisi tunakataa.
Unasikia mafuta wanataka waongeze kwa.
Nashangaa. Na tunajiambia tuko kwa serikali. Tukiambiwa tuko kwa serikali, hii ni serikali gani? Kwa sababu serikali ya Ruto au hatukutarajia ikuwe hivi. Hii imekuwa rough sana na imesidi.
Again, these people are not talking in Nairobi. They are not talking in Kisumu. They are talking right in Kalenjin nation. Which means there is a growing rebellion against William Ruto's government in Rift Valley. And that's something which should be worrying William Ruto and his team. I'm saying this because, number one, the mere fact that these guys can talk about the cost of living, they validate Raila Odinga's demonstrations. Because William Ruto was like, there is no cost of, that the cost of living was not high, that they reduced it. We never saw these people speaking like this during the handshake period. Number two, there is also concern in Kenya Kwanza about the courage now which most of these guys are now gathering to even challenge William Ruto. Previously, nobody would dare talk the way these guys are talking. And it's not one person, there are several of them. And number three, Kenya Kwanza is also worried about the 2027 general election. because their hustler narrative will not sell. The promises which they used to make will no longer work. And again, with this kind of feedback, they are worried about the turnout in 2027. So in this video, I want us to look at why Rift Valley is rebelling. I don't know whether that's the right term, against William Ruto's government. Let me say they are not happy with William Ruto's government as at now. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And I want to thank you so much. And for this particular video, please just give it thumbs up. It will help YouTube promote the video. And also you can drop your comment and allow me to also thank everyone who's always supported this channel in one way or the other through coffee. When I got that bad news of 8 family members dying on a road accident, I made an urgent appeal, and most of you guys reacted very fast, and you were able to move very quickly to save those who are still there. Again, we are preparing for the burial on 26th, and as a family, we've come up with several ways of contribution. I'm going to share the link in the pinned comment on how you can contribute, either through GoFund for those who are outside the country, and also Cash App for most of my subscribers in the US and the UK who have been demanding like that. And hopefully I'll be very grateful. Now, let us get back to the main issue. Why do you think Kenya Kwanza is in panic? I've explained that this statement validates Raila Odinga's demonstrations that the cost of living is high. They also proves that 2027 election is not going to be easy for Ruto based on the turnout, and also the courage that these guys now have to criticize Ruto, something which nobody would have imagined would happen in Rift Valley, means that something is not right. But why do you think these guys are complaining? Because of course they were warned. They were warned. Why do you think they're complaining? Number one is the impact of poor economic policies of Kenya Kwanza government. You know, if you look at Kenya Kwanza government right now, their economic policy is off. I was reading an article by a professor from the University of Nairobi. I just can't remember the name. He explained that William Ruto is actually out of touch. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Some of these poor economic policies is going to make William Ruto's politics very difficult moving forward. For example, why would William Ruto increase at this moment in time cost of fuel? Why? While at the international market there is no increase in cost of fuel. It's coming down. Why would he increase it in Kenya? Is it possible that William Ruto wants to burden Kenyans, collect money, and then use those money? Then when it will be around 1 year to the election, then he can assume that maybe it's lowering some cost so that Kenyans would feel. Like, for example, if the cost of fuel is now 180, for example, then of course from the increase from 160, then in the next 3 years he will reduce it by 10 bob. Would you consider that as a reduction? I don't know, but probably that's what he's doing. But the economic policies of Kenya Kwanza government are just weird. They're not working. Why would William Ruto remove subsidies on fuel or on food? Then he goes ahead and imports maize without tax. Number two, these guys are also behaving the way they're behaving because of William Ruto's empty promises. They're disappointed. If there's one thing where William Ruto succeeded was to persuade the minds of Kenya Kwanza supporters with lies. Let me play for you this clip so that you can understand how Ruto really played with your mind if you supported the government. No, that's Ruto. What is he doing today? Number three, the reality of conmanship politics is now dawning on these people. Majority of these people now are in agreement that they were conned, that the jobs they were promised was conmanship, cost of living coming down was conmanship, and of course, everything they were told were lies. And because of that, they are very bitter. And again, if you look at the state of economy, it's affecting everybody, including those who voted for this government and those who never voted for it. So the difference is those who voted for it believed and they were convinced that as poor people, their life were going to change drastically. It has never operated like that. In fact, let me pray that in the next election, Kenyans will use their heads to vote. So that if you want Ruto and you believe he can change, vote for him, not based on trust. On tribe. If you want Raila or Kalonzo or whoever, vote for that person based on convictions and their track record. And lastly, I also tend to think that the Kenya Kwanza supporters had high expectations of this government. Probably you can't blame them. Probably they were made to believe that Kenya Kwanza was different and that all their problems originated from the handshake. And now that there's no handshake, it means they are now saying, okay, we were lied to. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.